Hi, welcome back to Eightcap Challenges. My name is Emily, and I lead the partners team here in our Melbourne office. Today, we've got Raja Trader here to do a partner interview. So thank you so much, Raja, for joining me today.
Thank you, Emily, for inviting me. It was really nice partnering with Eightcap. It's kind of fun.
Awesome. Yeah, I can't wait to hear a little bit more about kind of you and your background. We'll get started with some questions. So yeah, it would be great for you to tell us a little bit about yourself, kind of your history with trading, how you got into it, that sort of thing.
So basically, I started back on 2018 from investing in Indian stock markets and all those kind of things. Then 2019, I started trading as well. Intraday, I used to do trades in Indian market. Then slowly, I got to know about Forex, CFDs, and all those kind of things. And since 2021, I'm completely into the CFD thing only since now and since then. And sure, this is the best thing I can do, I guess.
Yeah, definitely. And what would you say kind of is the highlight of being a trader versus what you did before?
I have done tons of things in my life, from jobs to business to everything. Being a trader gets me a more freedom life, which I always wanted to live, right? I can work from anywhere else in the world. I just need my laptop or a screen, which I can get anywhere, right? Just a phone works as well. There is no time issue, like I have to work from 9 to 5 or 10 to 10 or all those kind of things. Yeah, if you run the business, you are working 24/7. It's kind of same in trading as well. You have to give a certain amount of time. It's not like the Forex market are open 24 hours, so you can trade whenever you want. There are certain windows, certain things, but you get more freedom. Definitely, I can go wherever I want. If just now, if I want to go to Bali to trade, I can go just now. So that's the kind of freedom I can get.
That's amazing. And would you say before you became a trader, that kind of lifestyle wasn't as attainable?
So I used to work, I used to do a few jobs as well before the trading thing worked for me, basically. But it took me initially two years, I would say 2.5 years, when I started making money finally. Before then, I was just putting myself, donating it to the market, losing and all those kind of things. And I was working on a few wrong things, which I certainly realized with time. But before that, if you ask me, then I was doing a few kind of jobs. Then the timing was kind of crazy, and I was not seeing myself growing, basically. I used to wake up at 7, then take the cab, then metro, then reach the job and the work the whole day, till 10 p.m. and then come home, then sleep. Then this was the whole cyclic schedule, I would say. There was no growth. There was nothing to be made. I used to do tons of things. I did, I guess, 7-8 jobs, different types.
How would you compare a typical day in the life, before you became a trader, to what your day in the life looks like now?
We used to work 24/7, basically, since the starting. So I started my career as a dancer, I would say.
Okay.
I used to be a dancer, then turned choreographer, then I did a good shows and all those kind of things. And after that, some personal issues, then to job and all. So there was nothing like I was working a few hours only. Always I was working 24/7 only. It's just, firstly I was working for someone else. Now I'm working for myself. That's the only difference, I would say. But I don't see any changes, right? Even if I'm making good amount of money, I'm still working. I don't know why.
Yeah, you've still got to have that drive, and it doesn't obviously happen overnight. Yeah. So for a typical day in the life for yourself, from the moment you wake up to the moment you go to sleep, how does your day kind of flow? Have you got a different schedule depending on where you are in the world, if you're traveling?
There are only two. Either I'm in Surat, where I stay in India, right? It's a city called Surat, Gujarat, right? Where I'm staying right now. It's my home, you can say. So there are only two things. Either I'm in Surat or I'm traveling. So if I'm in Surat, then there is only one schedule which I follow. I wake up whenever I want. Obviously, it's not like alarm will wake me up. It's mostly around 9:30 to 10:30 in between in the morning. Then I'll wake up, I'll have my coffee, then I'll straight head to the gym. I'll work out for 2 hours or something, 1.5 or 2 hours. Then I'll take shower and then straight to the office. Then I'm here only, at this chair, at this desk, at my office, until I go and sleep. That's it. So there is nothing else I do. I don't, or else if we are, we have friends, just we chill over here in our office space only. We go out for movies or whenever we want. So it's late night most.
Nice.
Other than that, that's it.
Would you say movies is your way to unwind?
Yeah, we watch I would say 3 to 4 movies a week.
Great.
So we got a theater only. So it's here only. So it's like if we are feeling bored, it's 11:30 p.m. Nothing to do. So it's like dry state, right? Gujarat is basically dry state. So there is no liquor, there is no clubs, there are nothing like that. So basically you don't have nothing to do.
Yeah.
You can't do anything, right? What you are going to do. So this is how we spend our time.
So the way Raja trades relaxes is going to watch a movie with his friends.
I am with my friends the whole time. I would
That's
say
great.
I am with my friends. We are friends since like we all had nothing and we are friends now as well. It's been like 10, 12 years, I would say. We are doing multiple businesses. We are all together. We are all in the same building. We got multiple offices and we chill together. We
Amazing.
eat always we eat together.
Yeah, so you're all in that kind of hustle environment. Would you say like, are you all traders or is it just yourself?
No. We were never traders, I would say, but a few people started trading as well. First, I got into it, then a few more got into it. Then we are also running a few businesses as well, some brands, some growing some brands, building some brands. We have a content agency, so multiple things. So we are all together in all those kind of things.
Yeah, awesome. And would you say your main thing to keep you kind of disciplined, whether that's doing trading or whether you're having a day off, is maybe having the consistency of a routine? Is it the gym? I know for a lot of traders, it is kind of keeping that discipline for themselves in a gym capacity as well as trading.
I just started gym back, so it's been only a month, so I won't say anything much about like gym. Definitely, I was not getting enough time to go and train myself, but I have got plenty of time now, so I'm doing that. First of all, earlier we used to do that, but discipline mean like for me, if I am thinking something like I have to achieve something, so I have to work for that particular thing, no matter if I'm feeling to do that thing or if I'm not feeling well or there is personal issues or my friends are going through all those kind of troubles or all.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. These things will come and go. I don't think there is anything like everything can go smoothly as you want. There will be a lot of hurdles as well. But if you have like, if I want to become a trader or if I have to pass a funded account, example, in the trading field. So no matter if I fail, if I blow 10 accounts, if I blow 20 accounts, no matter what, if I have to get the first payout, then I have to get the first payout. There will be some problems. There will be some discipline issues in the trading industry as well. There will be over trading. There will be a tons of things. But if I have to get the very first payout, I will get the very first payout. I blown myself, I guess, 12, 15 accounts before getting the very first payout of myself in funded, obviously. So
Yeah.
that I would say, if you don't feel like working for that particular work which you want to achieve, you still work. That's, I would say, discipline.
Yeah, definitely. No, that's great. That's great to hear from you. I mean, a lot of traders preach discipline, but it actually takes real application, doesn't it? And, consistency as well. And like I say, you got through how many accounts? Was it 10 or 15 accounts before you got your...
Easily. I don't even have account. But before getting my first payout, I've blown that many accounts. And it's completely fine. People feel ashamed of telling like, sir, I blew my account. It's completely fine. It's nothing, not a big deal like you blow the account. It's part of the process, part of the game. You have to play.
Yeah, definitely. What would you say is kind of the common misconception that maybe newer traders may have about prop firms, for example?
I see tons of traders every single day in my life as well as in my daily routine, and tons of traders reach out to my team as well regarding anything if they have any kind of confusion, right? So they just see it like a money making machine, I would say. Definitely we want money. At the end of the day, our all of our goal is very simple. We want to make money as much as possible. But it's not like you can come, you can buy the account, you can trade right now and you can make money every single day or tomorrow you are going to get the payout. No, it's not like that. You have to be disciplined. You have to pass your account very first evolutions, right? You have to go through that. It's the 1 step, 2 step or instant, doesn't matter, right? Even if our day trader challenge, there should be discipline. If you don't follow the discipline, if you don't follow the steps, and if example, if you have to pass 10% for the phase 1 or 8% for the phase 1, people just want to go all in a single trade or all in the every single candle. Whenever I see there are let's say example, market is crashing and there are few big red candles, people will just jump in. They just don't think that every single minute there will be a candle, every single hour there will be a candle, the next day there will be candle, again the next month there will be the candle. But if you took the wrong step, if you lose the account, the next minute you won't be having the account.
Yeah.
So you will come back back to the place where you started. So it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
So if you go step by step path, just reach step 1, then step 2, then step 3. If you want to go to the first floor, you will take stairs, right? You won't just jump to second floor. That's what people do, I guess. When beginners most, they just want to achieve right now. If they bought the account, they have excitement, super duper excitement that they bought the funded account and they got evolution or they got the master account.
Yeah.
They are about to reach the payout. Then at that kind of time, they just don't think from back of their mind that they are going to lose. Like they have a whole process to lose by just one step, right? One wrong.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think that's great. That's a really good take for a beginner trader, you know, and not to jump, you know, feet first, but think about the long term commitment you've got to kind of put in. So that's really, really great. For a trader kind of starting out, what would you say the biggest difference between trading personal capital versus trading a prop firm's simulated capital is?
If you are a beginner, then I always, even if you have money, if you got tons of like millions of dollars in your bank, it doesn't matter. If you don't have, for both the person, I always suggest people to go for prop firm. There is only single reason. Prop firms will teach to how you become a disciplined trader, because even if you don't follow the rules, you lose the money. It's that simple. If you are not going to follow that rules, you are going to lose your account. This same thing will happen in your live account as don't follow the rules, you will lose the account. As simple as. So that's why I tell prop firm, just get the prop firm, pass 2, 3, 4 payout, pass accounts, get 3, 4 payout. Then back of the mind, muscle memory and every single thing will know inside your body that you have to take this much amount of risk in this particular trade. It's done for the day, or you have to be patient. All those kind of psychological things can't be taught, right? I can't just speak and tell you. But once you go through whole process of passing a step 1, step 2, master account, then getting a payout after bi-weekly, then this whole month will teach you what exactly needs to be done. So that's why I always tell people to go for prop firm only. And that's the kind of thing, because live account, you won't be disciplined. You will just see 1 or 2 good trades, then you will increase the amount of risk, then you will lose the whole account. You will make $100 10 days, then you will lose $1,000 in a single day just because you will be greedy and all those kind of things. Doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
So that's why if you go for prop firm, if you are beginner basically and you got 3, 4 payouts, then it makes sense that you can say yes, you are doing something right. Then you can try with 10% of your projected capital which you were willing to start. Let's say I was willing to start with $10,000 of live capital. I would start with $1,000 with the same amount of risk, same amount of thing, everything same.
Yeah. So do you feel like there's a natural progression that you see within your community that's kind of starting the prop space and then gradually make it over?
Yes, definitely. I have a few, like tens of students, not hundreds, but tens of students are there. They are basically completely into prop firms now, and they are getting so disciplined. Yeah, obviously there are tons of things, but you trade, how you trade. I'm not coming into technical, but psychologically and human behavior wise, there are so much improvement, because I can see, right? I talked to them 6 months back, how they used to think, how they used to talk, how they used to trade. Now I see them, I get tons of screenshots every single day. Sir, this is $600. Sir, I made $7,000. Doesn't matter. But I see the process, right? So that's how I feel like, yes, they are doing pretty good. And also, just by providing a few $100s, you get thousands of dollars in trading capital. So even if you lose $100,000 account, you are just losing like $600 of yours. You are not losing $100,000. So that makes more sense. That's huge leverage, because when I wanted to start, I had capital issue. Obviously, at that time, there were no funded accounts or all those kind of, there was no industry as well. Once we heard of this industry, I was also scared. Like, what if people will not pay me and all those kind of things? But back of the mind, I thought that it's only $30 or $40 or $100. It does, even if I lose, I'm not losing anything. And if I win, then I'm making a good amount of money. So the ROI, the risk reward ratio is pretty good if you make money. So that's why I always say just go for funded.
Yeah, no, that's great. That's really, really great insight. Thank you so much for that. And would you say, obviously, when talking about prop firms and that sort of thing, there's so many out there currently. What kind of drew you to Eightcap, and why did you decide to partner with us?
So I have used, I would say, not every prop firm, but almost. Definitely, I should know that what exactly is going on in the market, even if it's futures or it's even CFDs, doesn't matter. The issue I felt was, first of all, very first thing, that they are all third party. They are not broker backed, or like they own their own broker house or liquidity provider, all those kind of things. They are all third party.
Yeah.
And when I look at the third party, the broker is not even registered. So if they vanish, then they vanish. That's one of the biggest reason where people don't get payouts on time, or they get payout denial, because at the end of the day, I want payout, right? That's what I'm working for. If the broker is not there, if the liquidity provider is not there, then I don't think they are going to get the payouts. I see tons of, I use X mostly. I see like hundreds and thousands of people complaining about the trust pilot thing is good. People see there are more like websites nowadays, but it's not about them. You can't just blindly trust them. They are good, obviously, but you should see fundamentals as well. When I see at 8cap, I see almost 6 to 7 certificate on 8cap, right? It's registered everywhere, almost registered. 8cap got their own broker. 8cap have their own CFDs. So I see at least back of the thing, it's all safe. I'm not gambling or anything. Back of the thing, like when we see that USDT is backed by gold. So example, right? USDT is backed by gold. Tether have this amount of gold. So USDT will survive. We call it just because they have gold in their back, right? That's gold is backing them. So that's how broker is backing 8cap challenges. That makes more sense. And broker is registered, and also as we see TradingView awarded as well. So I don't think there is any bigger platform than TradingView in this whole world for trading. So I don't even have to think twice about that.
Yeah, I mean that was a great asset that we had integrated kind of in May time. That was around the time when actually you joined us, I believe. So that's fantastic to hear kind of what sets us aside from other prop firms.
Yes, definitely.
Really great to hear from you regarding that. So a couple of questions now regarding like your audience and that sort of thing. So what is the best way that you like to communicate with your audience? Is it via social media? Do you have any kind of closed communities, YouTube, that sort of thing?
Mostly it's like YouTube live only. I do YouTube lives every single day, and people join there. We like communicate really well. If they have any kind of confusion, they just talk to me over there. I explain to them with charts, and I'm over there. I'm talking, they are asking. So this is how we communicate, and this is how we celebrate as well. And there are Telegram channel as well, but they are all channels, so they can't text on those kind of channels. So we have our separate team for that. If they have any kind of confusion, if I'm not live, let's say I'm traveling, I'm not able to do the live and all those kind of things, so they will just reach to my team, and they will guide them for whatever goes right and wrong. If my team doesn't get any kind of solution, then they call me, then we connect, and this is how we talk and fix all those kind of things which our community is facing any kind, if like our community is facing any kind of problem. And mostly it's done on live only, because YouTube live is something I can come every single day. I can talk to hundreds of people, right? And I can give any kind of solution I can to them directly without any kind of issues, right? So that's the best way I would say I have grown my community.
Yeah. And do you feel like having that communication between yourself and that audience is also another way to build kind of trust within the community as well?
Yes, obviously. If you can't talk to your people, then it doesn't make sense, right? They should know what they are. There are only two things. Either they will join to learn something new, or else they will join to get trade ideas, right? There are only two things which is going to happen. In both the ways, they are beneficial. I'm not losing anything, to be very frank, but I'm not keeping everything what I have to myself. That way I can spread the whole knowledge, which I never got at my point when I started back in 2020 or 21 completely to Forex and all those kind of things. I never knew all those kind of things. And it was, yes, there was YouTube, but it was not that many resources. There were only few which doesn't and never made me money. So I thought while the whole process I learned, I don't want people to lose that much amount of money, because I could back myself. The amount I lost, I never mentioned anywhere, but that was huge. I was in a huge debt as well, but that's completely fine. That's the part of the process. So I felt that what I felt, now if I have enough, then at least people won't do wrong what I did, right? So for that reason, I created that community. I started creating the channel. I started coming live. I started talking to people. Now we have grown a little. We are not very big. We have grown little, but it's pretty good. We have small community, and they are like really happy. If they are making money, I'm happy.
Yeah, definitely. And do you know what? I really appreciate your transparency there, because I think a lot of people tend to see kind of the bigger, partners and influencers who have grown their community and expect it to have just been a linear process. But actually, it's been a journey to get you to where you are today. And kind of following on that, I'd say like one last question for you. What would be like your main piece of advice if you could talk to your younger self from like 5 or 6 years ago? What would be the main piece of advice that you would give yourself from the early days days where you started trading?
I used to do all the silly mistakes which I like see people doing. So very first thing which I already mentioned in the video in this call, I told you already, but I would say I used to like overtrade a lot, right? I used to give strategies highest priority. This is the strategy, and I used to like jump to multiple strategies every single day. Like if I have seen something new on YouTube, if I heard this fancy name, if I see it's like really crazy, oh, it's 90% winning strategy that will make my life, then I would just jump in. I will learn that the whole night. I will learn that. I will back test all those kind of things. In next 3 days, I will grow my account. Then I'll save the strategy. Shit. Then I'll go to new strategy. And also I'll jump Telegram to Telegram to Telegram to YouTube lives to YouTube lives to YouTube lives. So that was the biggest way I lost my money. I would, yes, over trading and like revenge. And I'm not coming to the psychological part. That's definitely the issue. When we make some amount of money, we are done for the day. Then even if we are done for the day, we made good amount of money. We still trade just by thinking we made something. Let's say we made $100. Let's risk $50. We are not losing anything from our pocket. We made this money in market. Then we risk 50. Then we don't make money. Then we see let's trade another 50. Then this is how revenge trade starts. Then you lose the whole account slowly in a single day. So that's how I lost tons of money. I lost a huge amount of money in Indian market. So that was a whole different scenario. So I won't be going through that thing.
Yeah.
But yes, psychological part was the issue, biggest issue. You have to stick to a single thing. If I say myself,
yeah, you got to keep the system for a certain length of time.
Yeah, if I speak to myself 5 years back when I was more younger, obviously 5 years back when I started trading, I would say to myself is you have to stick to a single plan. It's not like you can jump on strategies to strategies to strategies or new concepts, or if I'm hearing something fancy word, then I would do that. No, that's not gonna happen. You have to stick to a single strategy. Even if you're losing money, that's completely fine. You will lose in 10 trades, okay, but in 11th and 12th you will make the amount of money that will be covering your next 10 trades losses. That makes more sense of losing the whole capital in 2 or 3 or 4 trades, right? And there should be some risk decided. People say you guys should have rule of 2 trades a day, 3 trades a day. No, I don't think that. Even if you trade 5 trades, doesn't matter. You should be risking fixed percent of risk. Let's say if I have $10,000, then my risk is, let's say 10% of the day. Then $1,000 is already decided. I can't lose $1,000, more than 1,000 of it. Even if I do 1 trade, 2 trade, if I have decided, I should always have pre-decided amount of risk and pre-decided percentage, what amount is. And also when I come to trade, I used to think a lot, but now I say to people that only trade with the capital you are willing to lose, right? Mm-hmm. So because I know that this is the amount I'm going to lose, so I'm very free. People take lots of stress about I lost. Also, I used to take that. I lost $200 now. What I'll do? That 14,000 rupee, Indian rupees, right? That's pretty crazy, bro. I used to make this in a whole month. Now what I'll do? That's okay. It happened, right? You can't change that. That money is not gonna come, right? You can fix that. So the problem is people think a lot of things on their losses, but they don't plan. So I would say stick to a single plan, stick to a decided risk. Decided target should be also there, but that's the third or fourth point, so it doesn't matter. But these two are the most important thing. Even if I'm losing with something, I would at least give that particular strategy a month or a quarter, right? So in 30 to 90 days, I would get to know that what's working and what's not.
So that's the length of time, that you would, sit on one strategy. You wouldn't chop and change. Obviously, you used to every couple of days, you said, but that is the length of time that you usually stick to one strategy.
Because market is not same every single day. Mm-hmm. Obviously, market is not going to move. Let's say example, gold. Gold is not going every single day at the same time or at the same session or at the same way, right? So obviously strategy can't work at the same time, at the same way, at the same session or whatever. So if market is not moving that way, then how your strategy is going to help? So in 3 months period, you will have a whole quarter. You will have tons of news. You will see tons of market manipulations. You will see hundreds of new things which you can't see in 1 or 2 or 3 days of your strategy, right? Mm-hmm. So in the whole process, you will learn more about about that particular strategy. No, this is how I can modify this strategy according to myself, because I say this is the best way. So that's how you can operate, and that's how you can make yourself money using another strategy but modifying in your way. So if you want to do that, that will definitely take time. It can't be done overnight.
Amazing. That's great insight. Thank you so much for your time, Raja. It's been a pleasure having you. I just wanted to just draw attention to the fact that we've got a promotion happening for you this weekend for Indian Independence Day. So it's very exciting. But yeah, where can we find your social media, and where can we find your channels?
We have YouTube as well, Raja Trades. Obviously, you can see RAJA.TRADES, Raja Trades, and on Instagram it's Raja RAAJJAA. I have not made myself trading related something. I just made my channel and I started posting on that. So that's how I started. So you can check the thanks for the 8cap to let us use the coupon code. Obviously, they are not. It's exclusively for India on our special Independence Day. So that thanks a lot 8cap as well. And you can see the coupon code and the links on YouTube as well as on Instagram. Instagram is same, Raja Trade, RAAJJAA. So yeah, guys.
Amazing. Thank you so much for your time.
Yeah, Marie, thank
See
you so
you.
much.
Bye.
Yeah, see you. Bye bye.